from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. Block now on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
35-yard line.
Now Locke. Out quickly to Jeudy. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10.
He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. On first and 10, McLeod. Oh, he's going to take a shot right over. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Off-play action. McLeod. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. McLeod going to throw deep for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing. Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
8-yard pickup.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receiver.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pick.
I think defensively, you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 33, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
The 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. McLeod. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hilda. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd and 2, McLeod. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because
they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Texans will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Texans 28. Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
2nd and goal from the 1. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dropped by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL...
He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 87 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Locke again. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
And
now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And possession. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, McLeod. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
To number 37. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. McLeod. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Hillman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Number 37.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod dancing to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, McLeod. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 46 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 33-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, block. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And this will be a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Texans 42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lock. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. They do go for it. It's locked. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st down, Lock. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get the 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right. But in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now it's Hillman. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ball carried by number 37.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Hillman again. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Back now here on EA Sports.
42.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. McLeod. Is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Corey Davis there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Broncos first down.
Clock now on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Lock to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. McLeod is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, McLeod. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake. McLeod being chased out left. Airing it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down. Enough before he reaches the 14. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 46 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like that? And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hillman. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
At the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Hillman. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
At the Broncos 16-yard line.
Off play action. McLeod. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. One final try for Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.